Mal Bennin, thanks for joining us. Big congratulations. You've hit 400 EFL League appearances. How pleased are you with that achievement?
Yeah, it's a proud achievement to be honest. It's a lot of games in the EFL. Obviously across League One, League Two, I think my career's been based on. But as I say, South Asian kid from a Sikh background, I'm absolutely buzzing. Just shows it's achievable to people of my background. So hopefully people can look up and strive to kind of make it more in the professional game and realise that it is achievable to kind of make a lot of football league appearances. But personally, it's a great achievement. Obviously, coming towards the back end of my career now, I want to keep playing as long as I can. However long that is, we don't know. But obviously, 400's a lot of games, so I am quite proud of it.
Let's take you back to those early days when you were at Walsall. Did you ever think you'd get so many games?
If I'm being totally honest, no. I kind of obviously I was buzzing to get my first year pro, but then that's when the hard work really starts. To be honest, you see a lot of lads now that kind of get their 2-3 year contracts and they're out of the game after them 2-3 years. Even at Walsall, I made my debut. I think into the first 6 months, I was about 19 maybe when I first made my debut, and they offered me a 2.5 year. But even then, you still have to keep working hard because to make a career in the game is very tough. And thankfully, Walsall gave me the opportunity, came through the ranks there, and I can't be more thankful. And I was quite lucky. Obviously, I had to work hard through the ups and massive downs, to be honest, to kind of forge a career out the game.
You've played for a lot of managers in that time. We'll take out your current gaffer in Gareth Ainsworth, but out of the bosses you have played for, who sort of had the biggest impact on your career, do you think?
Obviously, Dean Smith was the one that gave him a professional contract at Walsall, so I'm very thankful to him. But I think the two managers at Mansfield, Adam Murray, when I left Walsall, he was the first manager, obviously, that I had at Mansfield. Took a chance on me. I was a young kid, played about 50 odd games, and I was flying under him. He let me flourish, scored some good goals under him, played a lot of games, and it kind of helped me build my career. But then it was probably David Flitcroft with his assistant Ben Futcher. I think it's the 18-19 season. We finished in the playoffs with Mansfield. It was the most enjoyable season I've had. We were flourishing as a team. Me personally, I got team of the season for League Two that year, and obviously, unfortunately, we missed out on the playoff final. But like I said, I think them two managers played a big part in my career and helping me play so many games really.
So many amazing memories at Mansfield, but arguably your biggest football achievement was scoring against them at Wembley. Just talk to us about that moment and what it meant for you.
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, firstly getting promoted. Obviously, I was at Port Vale at the time against Mansfield. But like I said, after the game in my interview, I had nothing but respect for Mansfield. They helped me forge a career out of the game massively. I played 250 odd appearances for them. So it was a bit of a down squib, but I was buzzing. Look, I scored at Wembley and we got promoted. What dreams are made of. But for me personally, it was massive as well because, like I said, for someone from my background to kind of score at Wembley kind of shows to our ethnicity that it is possible to play on the biggest stage and make a career in the game and score at big stadiums and play in big games really. So I was buzzing, and hopefully from that a lot of people did message and reach out. But like I said, look, there's more and more of us coming through now, so hopefully continue in the future.
Well, just touch on that because I was going to ask you said after that game that moment was sort of a proud moment for the South Asian community. Why do you feel so strongly about representation of the community in the English game?
It's just, I want to see more of us in the game. Obviously, me coming through at Walsall, there weren't many, probably the odd one or two that kind of, I'd say, yeah, look, they're from a South Asian background, or it is possible. Obviously, I've been in the game around 13, 14 years now. There's more and more young lads coming through, which is great to see. But like I said previously in the interview, it's hard to make a career out of it. You can start off making loads of appearances and things happen and you fall off, and it's hard to kind of stay in the game. So I just want to see more and more representation, to be honest. The more there is, and hopefully the more of us can get into the game. And like I said, I've always said I'd love to be that shoulder to lean on for any South Asian lads that need advice or need kind of nurturing in the professional game. So I'm there always, but like I said, I can use that experience now of obviously having the bulk of my career done now, to hopefully pass on to them lads.
It's a tough question, but what needs to happen to make real progress in that area, do you think?
It's a tough question, definitely, because a lot of people said different strategies and if I'm being honest, there still isn't enough representation. To me personally, I think there needs to be a fairer chance. I've said that before. Might be a bit controversial, but I just personally think in my other interviews, and I stand by it, to be honest, we have to be that little bit, 20-25% better than everyone else to kind of just shine and kind of get that chance. So maybe a fairer chance, or but there's a scheme that the PFA are doing now, which is raising more awareness, the AIM scheme, which is quite good, kind of bringing awareness to South Asian lads in the game. But like I said, then it's down to the opportunity that they get to kind of take it. For example, if they're in the youth team or in the youth setup, they kind of got to be the best version of as they can to kind of get recognised and kind of make it to the first team. So it's just a bit more of a fairer chance, and obviously making more kind of noise about it, so people are more aware that there are South Asian lads with talent out there that can kind of make it in the professional game.
What impact do you hope your achievements will have? Are you comfortable being that role model?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, obviously I'd hope to think so that 400 EFL league appearances is quite a lot. So hopefully it shows to the young lads that are out there that it is achievable, that it can happen. And obviously I've played for about 4 or 5 clubs in my career, and a lot of managers, to be honest. But that happens in football, I suppose. But that it just shows that, like, to be fair, I've been treated immensely by everyone. I haven't ever felt out of place or anything. So it just shows that it's achievable to kind of make football league appearances. So hopefully that my appearances can show that to the lads, young lads coming through. And like I said, if they ever need to chat to me, I'm always there to kind of guide them.
Just finally, on those 4 or 5 clubs that you've played for, how do you hope those supporters will remember you? When you have, I know a lot of football still to be played, but when you do eventually hang up the boots.
Hopefully fondly. I'd say at Walsall, if I'm being honest, obviously I've got nothing but respect for giving me the opportunity. I was a young lad then, so I didn't really know how to deal with the ups and downs of football, being totally honest. Mansfield was a big one for me. It kind of helped me become a man in football, and obviously go through the ups and downs of what happens. And obviously after that, I'd like to say at Mansfield, Port Vale, and even at Shrewsbury, to an extent, I've had periods where fans will say, look, yeah, Mal's giving his all today, he's a good player, blah, blah, blah. And I've created memories at certainly 2 clubs that I've been at, Mansfield and Port Vale, and hopefully I can create that at Shrewsbury.
Brilliant, mate. Congratulations on your 400 games.
Awesome job. Cheers, mate.